Felix checking in again. Speaking of the Logan injury, do you think NHL teams need to stop being so damn cryptic? Tell me how you really feel, Felix. Actually, I agree with you. About injuries, including the Sharks organization, it's not just them. Trust me, it's not just them. I mean, most other teams, I think, aren't as cryptic. No, they absolutely are. And it's not really the teams and the organizations. It's the head coaches and the coaching staffs, right? A team can drastically change how they feel about this or that based on, well, here's what the coaches want. Coaches in the NHL have so much power about those types of things. Not everything, but those types of things. And Felix, I 100% agree with you. And I'm kind of surprised. Like the NFL, the biggest sport out there right now, they'll literally tell you, player X did this at practice today, and he is questionable for Sunday, or he's probable, or he's likely, or whatever. But the reason that the NFL does that is because betting is so important to them that they can't have people making wagers and being kind of in the dark. But in the NHL, they still haven't come around to bringing all of this to light. And the reason why they're so secretive, so cryptic, as you say about it, is because they are still in this barbarian state of worrying about the opponent players targeting your injury. Brazil has a bad left shoulder. Well, guess who's going to throw a bunch of body checks on Brazil's left shoulder? The other team. They know. Players are going to run me specifically on this side to try and make sure I can't lift my arm anymore above the shoulder, which stinks. I mean, that information is exposed in the NFL. Our running back has a bad right ankle. Well, if I'm a linebacker on the other team and I tackle you, what do you think I'm going to do to your right ankle? So it happens. I mean, the NHL is just so scared of that. Now, granted, maybe they have absolute reason to be. But maybe that's a paranoia that has existed now for a couple decades, and we're past it. We should be past it. And I think, Felix, I know why you're asking. You're asking from the fan perspective, because it's not fair to the fans to look at a player and go, what? Are they not good anymore? Oh, wait, they have a dislocated shoulder? Oh, they're playing with 3 broken fingers? This is all stuff you find out after the season is over. A lot of this stuff, by the way, these are things I find out in the circle of trust, or just find out, and I not as much recently, but back in the day when I was really in tight and around the team on an everyday basis, you find things out. And it's not fun and it's not fair to know that, oh man, this person is suffering so much and they're not themselves and it's not the same. You can't really talk about it because it's not out there anywhere else, but you find out about it. And this is not, by the way, this is not unique to me. This is across the NHL. Like I said, I know you're isolating it on the Sharks because you follow them the most and you're paying attention to that the most, but this happens everywhere with players, with media, with injuries and the cryptic nature of it. So it's definitely not unique to the Sharks, and they're not even the worst about it. Trust me. But I can't say I've ever favored it. But here's the other thing. It can't just be one team saying, okay, we'll tell you. Every team across the board has to be held to that same standard. If one team does it, every team's got to do it. Every team's got to be honest about it. Like literally there have to be penalties if you're lying, if you're found lying about this stuff, because teams will lie. Oh yeah, he's got a broken fingernail. No, it's a broken left elbow. You know what I mean? Like they'll start disclosing wrong things on purpose. Yeah, what's an upper body injury? It's a sprained ankle. What's a lower body injury? It's a broken nose, Yeah, it's frustrating. Really hard to cover sports and be honest with our viewers when nobody really knows half the time.